Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday, April 28th. This is Barry Fear here, and welcome to episode 197. Would you believe it? This is my 197th episode. Would you? I can't believe it. It was only in June last year I commenced doing the episodes, and it was during the lockdown as well. Well, today I have a very special guest with me today. You all know him. You all know him. Okay, we did the barbecue Fridays together. We had fun cooking up sausages, rissoles, chicken, you name it, we did it. And we had salads with that. And today we're going to be recapping on what to cook on the barbecue and what not to cook on the barbecue. So that's all coming up. So like I say at the beginning of each episode, grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee and settle back with us because we've got a big episode coming up for you today on the show. And joining me now in the studio is my guest from last year during COVID. Good morning to Steve Wood. Welcome to you. Thanks for joining me here on episode 197 today.
Thanks, Barry, for that introduction, and thanks for having me here in the studio with you today. It's a great pleasure to be back here with Barry Fear. Always a pleasure to be here, talking stuff, important stuff, good stuff, fun stuff I remember from last year, and I just having very happy thoughts about Barbecue Friday, Barry, and the boys' cook-up. It was quite good. You know, it was quite good. It was very good. Me, Ralph, Mark, Kit, yourself, sharing the cooking duties.
And Adam was here.
Adam was here, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what a great Friday. Every Friday we managed to do that, didn't we? Right through COVID. And yeah, what a great laugh that was with the boys. Well, it's great to be back here with our show.
Okay, well, to open the show today, we're going to be recapping on what I spoke about yesterday on episode 196. What to cook on the barbecue. Well, like I've just mentioned, sausages, steak, rissoles, kebabs, blue kebabs, you name it. It's all there. And even your bacon and eggs for breakfast. Here's Steve now for his opening view on this.
Yeah, I remember cooking lots of things on a barbecue. The one thing we didn't do, Barry, which is fish. We never did any fish on Friday, did we? Considering it's Friday, we should have done, didn't we?
We didn't do the fish.
We didn't do the fish.
But never mind. But the most important thing, guys, if you are cooking on the barbecue, make sure your food is fresh and in date. Here's Steve now.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to be cooking old stuff on the barbecue. So get the barbecue nice and hot, Barry. Make sure it's clean. So burn it hot to start with. Burn all the old residue off it. Then cook it clean. And nice fresh food, and you're ready to go.
And the importance of maintaining looking after your barbecue. I mentioned this on the show on Monday night, okay, on episode 195. Okay, look after your barbecue. Okay, never neglect it. Here's my offside.
Yeah, a lot of people don't look after their barbecue, Barry, after they've cooked on them. burn all the food off after you've been cooking on it. Give it a nice coat of nice clean oil and cover it up. Make sure you put the cover back once it's nice and cool.
And make sure that you turn all your appliances off on the barbecue too, guys. Here's my offside.
That's right. There's been a few accidents around where people have left things on. Even worse than that, you waste all your gas. So make sure you turn everything off once you finish.
And make sure you keep your matches and flammable liquids away from the barbecue. Otherwise, as Kip and I demonstrated on Monday night, bang!
Yep.
Your barbecue can go up in flames. Here's my
There's
offside.
been a few bad accidents over the years, Barry, with people not taking that advice. So great advice, Barry. Keep all your flammables away on the barbecue.
And also on Monday night we talked about where to get a good barbecue. Like you can get barbecues from Bunnings, barbecues galore, you name it. Here's my offside.
Yeah, and there's a specialist shop actually quite local in Brookvale, Barry, doing barbecues. I don't know the name of it now. It's on Pittwater Road, but yeah, they have a great choice, great specialist choice, lots of barbecues.
Okay, so what you need to do if you are purchasing a barbecue, guys, speak to the staff at your local barbecue store, whether it's barbecues galore or Bunnings. Okay, but we will talk about where to get a good barbecue shortly. But the most important thing, okay, cooking your food well on the barbecue. Never eat raw food. Here's my offside.
Yeah, got to make sure your barbecue's nice, not especially chicken, Barry. I think chicken's the thing you've got to be careful of, cooking on a barbecue. Got to make sure it's cooked thoroughly. Not overcooked, but cooked thoroughly.
Because if you don't cook your food properly on the barbecue, guys, what can happen is you can become very sick. Here's my offside.
You can get quite a bit of nasty food poisoning from the cooked meat. So you're right, Barry. Great advice. Make sure everything's cooked thoroughly.
So with meat, guys, you've got to make sure, and the same with meat, guys, okay, make sure that it is cooked thoroughly and properly before you serve it and let it rest. Here's my offside.
Yep. Resting, Barry. A big thing people a lot forget, especially with steak and whole meat. You need to let them rest after you cook them. Let the heat dissipate and let the juices come back into the meat before you eat it. Great advice, man.
And another thing, guys, never use the same chopping utensils when chopping up meats. There are different chopping boards, I think, for chopping up different foods. Here's my offside.
That's right, Barry. Here we use different coloured boards for different food types. So raw meat's always red. Remember, so always make sure you use the red board for chopping meat. Separate, doesn't matter. And brown for cooked meat. So keep them separate. Yeah, raw and cooked, keep them separate.
Okay, so before you handle food, guys, you've got to wear gloves. Here's my offside.
Yeah, food hygiene very important to us all, Barry. So thoroughly clean hands, and you're right, gloves if possible. Yeah.
Okay, so never touch raw food with dirty hands if you're preparing a barbecue, guys. Okay, because that is very important because again, you don't want to end up being sick because you never know where your hands have been, guys, after you've touched something. I also touched on this yesterday on the show, and while I have you viewers watching out there, and here we go. There's my little bottle of sanitizer there. Always use that. Here's my oxide.
Yeah, it's quite an essential part of our lives now, Barry, isn't it? Hand sanitizer, but yeah, try and keep everything clean as possible. You don't know what things you've picked up on your hands before you start cooking, so always wash them thoroughly before you start handling it.
And always have an apron to protect your clothes. Here's my oxide.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that, Barry. One thing I'm not very good at is wearing the apron. So I'm always ending up with food now.
So it's great to have a barbecue, guys, but practice your hygiene. Never use the same utensils or chopping boards. Keep your chopping boards separated, okay? Wear your gloves, wash your hands, and always clean your barbecue afterwards. Is my option.
Yeah, great advice, Barry. Got all that. So clean it before you use it when it's hot, clean it after you use it. Top tips.
And before you use it, clean it thoroughly because you don't know what germs have lurked on it. Here's my option.
Yeah, the best way, Barry, is to turn it on really hot. Leave it on really hot for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Let it burn off anything first. Then turn it down to the right.
And make sure your barbecue is clean thoroughly after you use it. Here's my option.
Yeah, again, same thing, Barry. Once you've finished, turn it up full. Shut the lid, if you've got a lid, and let it burn off all that excess residue food. And then clean it thoroughly. And it's ready to go for the next time.
And make sure that you got a good gas bottle for your barbecue, and make sure you check the warranty on both the gas bottle and the barbecue. Here's my offside.
Yeah, actually, and make sure you got a spare. Yeah, so if you've only got a bottle, make sure you got a spare. Nothing worse than running out of gas halfway through your barbecue.
And then you think, oh no.
Oh
no. oh beep. So right now we're gonna recap on talking about where to get a good barbecue.